guys, it's Nicola. So let's get started with your weekly read. This will be for December the 7th through the 13th. This is for my earth sign. So we're going to get started with your guidance first, and then we're going to move into your individual piles. They're together, but the cards on top are not straight, and it's irritating me. Anyway, all right, so let's see your first message. The nectar. So the nectar talks about, this is, okay, so it basically is what it's saying. This is about receiving the rewards or the benefits. You even see there's, I think that's like caviar right there. So this is about the finer things in life. The nectar talks about like the ambrosia from the Greek gods, like the food of the gods. So for some of you guys, you could be receiving some, you know, rewards, some nectar, something that makes you feel beautiful. I also thought about a woman. I ain't even gonna lie. When I saw this card, I ain't gonna, my little thing tingled. So some of you guys could be, you know, getting some nectar. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's move on. For my kid come in here and ask me what I'm talking about. All right, so emotions are a necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. So some of you guys, you could be receiving some rewards, but you still could be holding on to some resentment. You still could be holding on to some residual negative energy. Let that shit go so that you can receive that nectar. You know what I'm saying? All right, so your moon guidance this week is a new start is coming. So for a lot of you guys, you got new energy coming. We just had the eclipse here on the 30th, so there's a lot of new energy that is coming in. I feel like you need to be very open and receiving of this, because there's some rewards that are coming in too now. All right, and for some of you guys, those rewards are monetary sustenance here. So Ganesh is telling you to, you know, enjoy your riches. I feel like you're being provided with sustenance. Number 7 is very, very important, I feel like, for you right now, because this is about a spiritual choice. You've made some decisions, and there are some rewards for those decisions that you've made. With Angel of Diet and Nutrition, now some of you guys may be needing to change up your diet a little bit. Okay, you could be taking some things in that are not good for you, especially if you're, this could be like foods that are not good for you, not drinking enough water. This could also be what you're intaking on social media, so be very aware of that, okay? All right, and your last angel message is peaceful resolution. So for a lot of you guys, there's something that could have been just bothering you, and you're in the space of having a peaceful resolution to this. Good. So especially if something popped up in your head and you're trying to figure out, you know, what's the outcome of that, there could be a peaceful resolution, meaning you could be able to move forward peacefully from the conflict, whatever the conflict is. All right, so let's get started with Taurus. Let's move these over here. All right, so your yes or no oracle message is yeah. So for a lot of you guys, I feel like you're receiving a yeah, but this is so nonchalant. So this is like you already got the yeah, and I feel like you're just keep, you know, egging the same issue. And I know, listen, I do that sometimes, especially when I'm talking to my guides and I'm just like, you sure? And they're like, yeah. Like, yeah, I already fucking told you. So for a lot of you guys, this is the answer you're receiving. You're getting a yeah, but it's almost like you already knew, okay? All right, so your blessings are from Kalika, destroyer of the Iron Age. So your blessings are strength in adversity, overcoming arguments, determination in combating evil, and escaping the negative influence of the Age of Kali. So there are some things that are, when you get the negative influence of Kali, y'all don't, okay, I love Kali. Kali is one of the deities that I follow. You understand? Like I literally worship her. So this is what you have to understand. Kali is the goddess of destruction. Now understand that destruction, she destroys things in order to create new. I mean, that's basically that's the life cycle of earth. Things have to be destroyed in order to create something new. So it's a feminine energy that creates chaos in order to restore order. When you're escaping the negative influence of that, for those of you that do not know the story of Kali, Kali was brought about from the goddess Durga from her forehead, just like the goddess Athena and a lot of other deities that are, so that, you know, whatever. Okay, so anyway, once she was brought from the goddess Durga's forehead, she began to fight demons on the battlefield. Now, she was a ferocious fighter. Like, nobody could defend themselves against her. She would literally take the men and eat them, like bite their heads off. The problem is she became so bloodthirsty and so, you know, driven off of the adrenaline from her defeat, from her feats, that she began to kill gods. She began to kill anything that came in her way. It took the god Shiva, or the deity Shiva, to come in and subdue her. And there's different variations. There's a couple of variations of how he subdued her. In some instances, he became an infant and she nurtured him, took on her mothering instincts. In other instances, he laid down and he penetrated her, or allowed her to, come onto him in order to subdue her. Regardless, to escape the negative influence of the age of Kali means that you have escaped a transformation that could have been very negative in your life, but you've escaped it because you are in the space of being able to overcome adversity, being able to make better choices or make the correct choices in order to go through transformations without a negative influence. So that's good. Okay, y'all, a little history lesson too. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I be knowing stuff, but I just don't be saying stuff because it don't be the right time. I'm giving y'all messages. We'll talk about all that later. All right, so with the Fool card here, and listen, for those of you that be like, oh my gosh, I don't believe in God, because I said I love Kali does not mean I don't believe in God. I believe in God. I believe in a higher source. I believe in a supreme power. Kali is a deity, okay? Just like Jesus is a deity, just like Buddha is a deity, just like goddamn Ganesh is a deity, which I follow all of them. So, there we go. All right, so the Fool energy here for Taurus, you could be in a space of having a new beginning. This is good energy. That means that you're in a space of something new. This is the beginning, okay? Zeros represent infinite power. Zeros represent supreme power, represent supreme protection. That's God's protection. You're on a new journey. So whatever issues you guys had moving forward, because I did see some needing to release some negative stuff, walk by faith, okay? That saying that you hear, walk by faith, not by sight, that is legit how you need to be living this life. Walk by faith. You got a new beginning. You got a new journey here. Go. Okay, why is this Fool energy here? So we have Four of Cups here, Queen of Wands here okay, so some of you guys, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, I feel like the reason why this Four of Cups, there's a blend of energy here. I don't feel like, usually the Four of Cups can represent unhappiness. Now you could be unhappy, and if you are unhappy, because this new beginning took a long fucking time to get here with the Knight of Pentacles, but this is something that's changing. I feel like for you guys within your day-to-day activity, you need to be confident moving forward, removing this stuck off emotional energy. Someone is in a space of focusing on walking away from a situation and gaining their happiness. So if this is you have this new beginning, remove yourself away from whatever's keeping you stuck and change how you're living day to day by really having faith that you're making the right decisions. For others of you, this is about being confident, removing this stuck off emotional energy and blending in a stable type of emotion. All right, so either the new beginning, you either walked away from something or something changed. It's one or the other. All right, so in love, let me put this up. We have honeymoon. So some of you guys, you could be in a space of honeymoon in this. We don't have any holidays next week, I don't think. I'm unsure of any, we don't have any major holidays next week. Leave my baby alone. So for some of you guys, then lift it up. For some of you guys, you could be enjoying like some type of holiday energy with someone. Could be going on some sort of vacation. This could be a weekend trip. But you're being prompt to just enjoy your time together. So for some of you, this is like, you could be feeling like you're on a honeymoon. You feel me? Enjoy your time. Okay? Be happy. All right, so let's move on to Virgo. Okay? So you're yes or no oracle, no way. So there's something that, no, the answer is no, there's no way. I don't know what this is that you're questioning about, but the answer is no. All right, so your blessings, you got Lakshmi. So, and I love Lakshmi as well, the goddess of fortune. You better get with the program, okay? And listen, I know y'all looking at my skin color like, these are my peoples too, okay? I represent my Orishas to the fullest, but these are my people too. Like you feel me? I don't discriminate because they my peoples too. So Lakshmi here with the goddess of fortune, okay? We have improved social status, increased wealth and luxuries, career promotion or acknowledgement, and good and faithful marriage partner. For some of you guys, if you trying to get wifed up or you got you a wife, she gonna be especially good. All right, We also have Brahma, the god of creation. And the blessings you have are instills creativity, overcoming infertility, happiness in this world, and aids in the learning process. Happy, joy, joy. All right, let me stop. Your tarot message is temperance. So divine timing at play for you, Virgo. Could be in a space of really mastering some energies here. Ace of Swords here. For some of you guys, you got a new beginning here. King of Cups here. You could be in a space of extending your energy here. You really need to master your own emotions because divine timing is here. You're moving towards something new. And I say master your emotions. The Ace of Swords is a new beginning, no doubt. But Ace of Swords and Temperance may be a challenging new beginning because you're asked to have faith and stay balanced within your heart and mind. So, good luck. That's what I'm going to tell you. Who is it outside? All right. So, in love, we got heart-to-heart conversations. For some of you guys in love, you could be dealing with someone that you're going to be, having some talks with. Could be having the talk. You're going to be honestly discussing your feelings with each other, whether they are positive or negative. Okay, feelings are feelings. So let's move on to Capricorn. I don't know why I got my game show host voice on, but I was feeling it. So your yes or no oracle, not no, but fuck no. And that's what the F stands for those of you that are unaware. I didn't want to just put that on the card, but that's what it means. Because this is me. This is my variation of saying yes and no. So for a lot of you guys, not no, but F no. You feel what I'm trying to tell you? So there's something that, you got a big ass no right there. All right, so your blessings here. Subhara, the bestower of devotion. All right, so the blessings you have, and I said that because for this no to come here, the first blessing you have is removal of illusion. So something that you may have thought was true or something that was you may have thought was good may not be. Okay, you could be seeing that with worldly power and grace and blessings to devotion and blessings of devotion to Krishna. For a lot of you guys, you could be finding some power through this, could be finding some authority through this. Okay, that's that South Park reference if y'all ain't know. So strength here, Leo energy here. Some of you guys could be needing to find some sort of strength to overcome some sort of ego-like energy. That's usually what the strength card represents. You see this feminine energy overcoming this beast. Okay, let's see here. Why strength here? We have Seven of Swords. Ooh, shit. So Seven of Swords represents deception. You could also be finding the strength to escape a situation that was unstable. The Seven of Swords is also escapism. The problem with the Seven of Swords is this is about finding strength to get out of this escapism, to really stabilize this energy, to choose to move away from the illusions, to move away from the deception, to remember whether the deception is internal, like self-deception, or external. But this lies in deception here. Eight of Swords here. There's some sort of interference. Someone's holding on to some sort of interference or some sort of lack here. There's conflict. I'm looking under here. All this shit is conflict. Somebody needs to change the way they view a situation, find the strength to overcome it. All that shit's conflict. Shit. All right, y'all can have a lot of conflict next week, and you're just needing to find the strength to change the way you see it and overcome the shit. Like, you don't have to deal with conflict. You just remove yourself from it. Like I tell people all the time, when you're dealing with issues in your life, you can't control nobody else. So if, say for instance, you get into a confrontation with somebody, say it's your brother, your sister, your uncle, your auntie, somebody like that, your mate, you get into a confrontation, you entertaining and going back and forth within this is keeping the energy on. You have the power to walk away. It don't make you weak. It don't make you less than anything. It makes you stronger to be able to walk away from a situation because you choose peace over the bullshit. So for a lot of you guys, it is maybe about, finding the strength to move away from dramatic situations, things that interfere with you being able to be in a high vibration and just, move toward peace for yourself. So in love, we got playfulness. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So for some of you guys, this is definitely a message. If you're in a space of wanting to recapture some sort of romantic energy in your life, you may need to take on a playful type of energy. Be lighthearted, not too serious. This is just about really being youthful, being open. Think back to like high school love. That's what I'm kind of, okay. What is it? Teenage Love Affair by Alicia Keys. Go listen to that. You feel me? All right. So this is all I have for my earth signs. Until next time, y'all.